This is a teaching demonstration device of linear motion with constant acceleration. We got the motivation of creating the drive from our high school physics classes. As we progress from junior high school to high school, physics classes are getting more and more complicated. Many students reflect that they don't understand what the physics classes are talking about, as well as the concept of physical formula. So we make such a device to explain one of the physical concepts that we learned in high school. First, let's introduce the device. We can divide it into two parts. One is the supporting frame and the other is the inclined plate. First, look at our supporting frame. We use a triangular structure which can make the whole device more stable and efficient. The angle of the inclined plate can be adjusted. There is a steering gear on the inclined plate. It is like a gate. When the gate is open, an iron ball will slide down. When it hits the dynamometer, we can get the data. Then, we can calculate it through the physical formula. We can make a comparison between the data through the experiment and the data calculated with ideal condition. So, let's start the experiment. It can be seen. First, we place the iron ball on the gate. When we press the start button, the computer will remind us to enter the angle. We can refer our angle through the rig angle card from the side. Now you can see it's about 37 degrees. After we press the enter key, the experiment will start in 3 seconds. As you can see, when the iron ball hits the dynamometer, the data will appear on the computer. On the left is the data of the formula we calculated in the ideal condition. On the right is the data we just got from the experiment. You can see that the two sets of data are different because under ideal conditions we usually ignore resistance, but in reality we will have resistance. So we will find a certain difference between the two sets of data. We also hope that through such experiments, students can understand what resistance is. As we adjust the angle, it can be seen the angle is now raised about 60 degrees. So let's start the experiments again. So first press the rig button to reset the device, and then we can try our experiment. Remember to reset the dynamometer before experimenting. Press the start button and input angle 60 degrees. Then press enter. The steps are same as before. We can see the two sets of data on the computer. Of course, there is still a difference between the two sets of data because of the existence of resistance. This is a normal phenomenon. Now, the sling plate has formed a state of 90 degrees, and we can do a free-fall experiment. And the experimental steps are same as before. Reset everything. Press the green button and enter 90 degrees. And the whole experiment is done. We hope that through such repeated experiments, students can understand more about physical concepts and physical formula of this course. We also hope that students can learn about the existence of resistance. Our device also has many advantages. You can see that this device is very easy to carry. The second is that our device has also a certain degree of interactivity. We can bring the device to the classroom, let students interact with teachers. Everyone can do the experiments together, which can bring happiness and joy to the physics classes, making physics classes less boring than before. So, our sharing ends here. Thank you for listening.